not attracted to monogamous men. They chase rappers, they chase athletes, they chase married men, they chase boyfriends. Women chase more of the men that are taken than the men that are single. Facts. Facts. So why do we continue to sell this lie? Why do we continue to sell this lie to men that, oh, well, discipline. Oh, take your time. Go, vet, court when women want the men that got all the women. Everywhere you look, you see women chasing one guy. You got 5 girls on one guy, 10 girls on one guy, 100 some girls on one guy, 1,000 girls on one guy. What are we talking about? We got to realize that women don't want the losers. And the losers are loyal. They have no options. They barely can get a date. They barely can get a phone number. Women look at them guys as losers. But the athletes, the rappers, right? Those that view women are the winners. They're not attracted to monogamous men. They know these men that they want have all these options. They know that these who got a gang of women, and this is who they desire. This is who they desire. Prove me wrong. Drop this link. Somebody want to challenge. Prove me wrong. Women don't want men who other women don't want. Period. Period. They want what other women got. They want the guy that has the 1,000 women. Desirable. It's what they want. They don't want the guy who's ready, got his hands out, ready to be married, ready to be loyal. They don't want that guy. They chase a little dirt. They chasing these guys, got this gang of women. But we so delusional to think that, oh, she's looking for a one-man woman. We want to think that she wants somebody who's monogamous. So why are they flying and kissing Chris Brown? $1,000 to take pictures with Chris Brown. Because they want the guy with all the bitches. They want the guy that has all the women. They don't want the niggas who are losers, who ain't got nobody. Nobody want them. See, women get with the guys that got all the options because they want to shame the other women. And it makes them feel more valuable that they got the guy that every woman wants. It makes them feel more esteemed when they get the guy that every woman wants. They don't, the guy who's there working every day, average, he's boring. And they chase the guy. They spend money, $1,000 on plane tickets, round trip tickets to Miami. Used to be Vegas. Vegas used to be the spot. Remember what happens when Vegas stays in Vegas? Now it's Miami, Atlanta, ATL. It used to be Cali. But now everybody's going to those two spots because why? They want the guys with a gang of women. What's up, OG Dirty? Because it answer me this question: if women really wanted men who are monogamous, why aren't all the monogamy have all the girls lined up to take him? Tell me. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Why are all the women chasing the dudes who got a gang of women? If monogamy was so important to women, they would chase the guys who don't have any women. Come on, it's really that simple. It's really that simple. It's really easy. Easy formula. Birds of the feather attract, right? Birds of the feather flock together. But the guys who are loyal, the guys who can't get a lot of women, the guys who are average women, they're invisible. These guys are invisible to them. That's why these guys get friend zoned for 5, 6, 7, 8 years. They're what you call friend zone lovers. Yeah. But the dudes who got all the bitches, who run around smashing all the especially if he's smashing baddies, the women really coming for him. If he's supposed to baddies, if he walks in with a baddie, nigga, he finna take your girl, her friend, girl, he finna get everybody. The more women a man has, especially if they're very desirable women, the more desirable he becomes to all the other women. And he's looked up to by other men. See, monogamy is for the suckers. For the guys who need love, right? Or maybe they can't afford it, whatever the case may be. But if women truly desired monogamous men, they would rappers be going out of business. Athletes have to get out here and go to clubs and try to get numbers like the rest of us. They would have to do the ordinary things to get to the women because the women want ordinary men, monogamous men. The athletes wouldn't been having no 4 or 5 different girls on this roster because then the other go, no, you got too many girls. No, that's not the case. That's not the case. They want that. Listen, they'll talk that trash. Oh, I want a monogamous, but they'll get on the roster if they want him enough. If Steph Curry divorced Ayesha Curry today, he would probably have 150,000 women lined up. And he could probably have 10,000 of them. I'm trying to tell you. LeBron James, right? Unlimited. If he was to walk away from his marriage today, he'd have an unlimited. He got that now, even when he's married, right? Because we all know that women, they don't care if a man's married, right? They don't care. They love married men. They want them. They just, what the fuck are we talking about? Are we that delusional to think that these women want a one-woman man? If they did, why they don't chase them? There's plenty of them. 20% of the men are smashing 80% of the women. Do you have some cases where a lot of women have to settle with a monogamous man? Yes. But inwardly, they will always desire the man that all the women want. Secretly. But a lot of women have to settle because they need adequate financial help. So they'll be in a relationship just for a support system. And she's not that beautiful, she's not that attractive. Yeah, she's gonna settle down, but secretly, right? If she has a shot at the guy who all the women want, she will leave her family, she will leave her husband and go chase that guy. But the women who are really beautiful, who has a little time, they got like a longer clock, they got a higher desirability. That's why they don't want to marry. That's why they don't want to settle down and have kids, because they want to chase the men with multiple options. That's who they desire. I'm keeping it real. We got to keep it real. We want to sit here and shame these guys. Discipline. Why are you talking to all these girls? You need to get married. Dude, Why the fuck would I take marriage when there's no guarantee to a desired outcome? When I can keep my options open, deal with all the women who want me, like who like me, be with who want to be with me, and I have variety, and I'm getting my desired outcome. What is I have a better understanding of my desired outcome, more of a guarantee. I'm guaranteed to have a different woman every month. Guaranteed. I'm guaranteed to have baddies. Guaranteed. But a wife, there's no guarantee she's going to be there for you then. Right? She might walk. She might walk because she might think she need more. She might not be happy with you. See, being in a position of power is getting to the desired outcome where you can't lose. That is gratification. Because if you get married, you cross your fingers. You cross your fingers. Ooh, I hope. And hope is like dope. Right? But if you play it the right way, right, and you keep your options open and you filter through your options, you can always switch them out. You want something a little bit more, something a little bit less, right? You want to kind of make it look different. You can do this every 90 days, every 6 months, a year, and you're going to get the guaranteed result. Because you're going to be highly pursued after. You're going to always be pursued. But the moment men take this monogamy contract, nigga, that's like walking into prison. That's like signing up to go to prison. But then men married in these prisons want to look out the prison windows and shame the guys who are free. See, I ain't got to worry about if my woman go cheat. I ain't got to worry about if her happiness and her emotional support is adequate. I ain't got to worry about her switching up on me and maybe falling out of love with me. I ain't got to worry about another dude going to smash my woman or take my wife. I ain't got to worry about all that. See, we're married men. That's what they have to worry about that. Well, pick right. You got to pick right. Ain't no guarantees in this shit. But think about it, right? What's more desirable? Think about this. Why do I have to enter an agreement where there's a lot of conflict, a lot of uncertainty, when I could just have it my way like Burger King? Why would I check into prison when I can go to Disneyland and make it my fantasy and make it my dream? Why do I got to sign up for somebody else's happiness when I can work at making myself happy? Think about that shit. It is more awesome to make myself happy. Because hey, I'm selfish. I'm selfish. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm selfish. I'm like my boy P&B Rock. I'm selfish. But we keep on underestimate these women. These women love the man with the options. The more women he got, the more desirable he is. If you walk out with 2 women on your arm, nigga, that's the greatest status you can have. That's better than money. That's better than money. A man who walk out, who's let's say he's got a few ducats in his account. He got 3 baddies. Got 3 baddies. He walking out chilling with designer, right? He has better status than a man who got a lot of money and walking around with an ugly chick. See, being in a position of power and able to have it your way like Burger King, this is what life is all about. This is what it's all about. And we keep on falling for this banana in the tailpipe. Because all women do with monogamy is use it to control you. That's the only reason why she's doing monogamy. Monogamy is for women to control the men and trap all the resources. She doesn't want you to share your money with nobody else. She wants complete, utterly control. That's what monogamy is for. It's a control mechanism, which the women created for the men because the men used to have concubines, 5, 6, 8, hundreds of wives, all you could eat. But the women was jealous because they weren't allowed to do the same thing because the judgment is different. They were looked at as 304s. So that what they did, they told the man, "You're going to suffer with me." They kept on pillow talking him. Why you want to be with the other girls? Why can't it just be me and you? Why can't it just be me and you? And they kept telling that for years. And finally, men gave into it. You know what? You know what? And then we taught all of the boys. Then we passed the message on. And now look what happened. The women now are leaving, or they're complaining, or they're not performing in the marriages. So either they're leaving because they want more, they're like, the grass is greener on the other side, or they're complaining, he's not emotional intelligent. I need a man who's emotional intelligent, right? Or they are, telling everybody that, oh, I run the show. I'm the boss. But if you look at the numbers, silly wabbits, if you look at the numbers, the women are chasing the guys with all the options. When Diddy get out, even with all his allegations, even with that tape, watch how many women want to get in that position. Diddy when he walks out, he'll have between 4,000 to 5,000 women flooding his DMs. Because why? Women want non-monogamous men because they're more exciting, more energy, more energetic. They're going to make it, and they're going to move the goalposts for them. They're going to move the goalposts. They're going to go out their way. They're going to go out their way to get a chance to play. But dude, the guy who's working, the average guy who wants monogamy, who's one man woman, guess what? He got to buy roses. He got to do all this extra shit. He has to cater to her happiness. He has to cater to everything. He has to pay for all the dinners. He has to say all the right things. He got to do everything right. He can't miss one fucking beat. But the non-monogamous guy, he ain't do shit. Just exists. Just exists. And she's going to put herself in position. She's going to put herself in position to chase this guy, to be chosen by this guy. But she's not going to do that for the other guy who's ready. They're going to put him in the friend zone. Banish to the friend zone. They will banish you. You know how many niggas get banished to the friend zone? I call it the friend zone shadow realm. Because they don't like the guys who are monogamous, who are ready. They don't like them. They don't want them. They don't, because if they wanted them, guess what? The athletes and the entertainers be out of business. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. The married men be out of business. Because remember, the women, right, are the supply. They create the supply. And they demand the men, and they pick the men who they want to supply to. And they supply majority of their coochie. Because where a woman coochie is, so is her heart. Come on now. They supply most of their coochie to the guys with the options. And then they want to argue with them. Why you keep smexing all these women while you with me? It's just me, boo. Now, I granted, I will give you all this. She's going to leave eventually. And then she's going to go back to the monogamy guy and make his life miserable. And then leave him because he's so boring. But the bottom line is, women hate men without options. You're just not desirable. You're just not. Because the numbers tell the story. The numbers tell the story. There's tens of thousands of women going backstage passes just in hopes to get a touch or a night with Future. And I don't care if they're married. I don't care if they got a man. Tens of hundreds of thousands of women can't wait to go backstage with Chris Brown in hopes just to get a touch. Even if they're married, they can have a whole husband at home with 3 kids. Because the husband, he's just a placeholder. He's just a placeholder. He the stupid one. He the one that married her. And she wasn't even a virgin. He married some used box. See, this is why women chase the guys with the options. Because they want them guys to use their box. And they will take their body count up to astronomical numbers. Because why? Monogamy is for the fools. And then if finally you do get a guy, she do take a guy, okay, I'm going to give you me. You're going to get used box. Yeah. You're going to get used box. These women are not even loyal. Because why? They're really not monogamous. That's why birds of the feather fly together. And they deflect. Oh, he's a cheater. Oh, he's no good. When they are the ones who stimulate cheating. They're the ones that make it possible. Every woman said no to a married man, cheating would not exist. If every woman would walk away from the rappers, the entertainers, the athletes, these guys would have to conform. But because they don't want them to conform, they like that they have a lot of women. They like that they have a lot of options. They like that they're highly desirable by other women. Because now the women feel challenged to catch the biggest fish in the biggest sea. They want it all. They don't want guys who are right there at their feet. Now, like I said, there will be women that settle, depending on her level of beauty. She's not that good looking, yeah. For economic support, yeah. They will immediately do it because their parents, nobody wants to live with their parents because their parents are annoying. So I should take a guy who's an electrician or a guy who's, carpenter, but secretly, she would hope the most non-monogamous guy would come into her life and sweep her off her feet. That's why you don't want. That's why husbands don't want their girls to go on girls trips. They don't want their wives going on girls trips because they know. They know when the wife tell you, "Oh, baby, I'm gonna go on a girls trip with my girl. We're gonna go to Miami." She's looking for your replacement. She's looking for a non-monogamous. You too monogamous. See, men, we try to trap women in this prison cell, and women are always trying to break out of that prison cell. Some of them, a few of them might just say, "All right, I'll kick it because, maybe I might not get that dream guy." But the majority of them, if that man tell them they go on that girls trip, they're going to call them controlling. They're going to give a fight because they want to break out of that prison and go chase a non-monogamous experience. She want to go down to Miami and get her black blown out. She might meet Future. She might meet Chris Brown. She might meet Usher. She might meet a scammer. She might meet somebody more exciting. Women want the things that they're not supposed to have. What everybody says is wrong makes it more desirable. So the guy who's the forbidden fruit, the guy with all the options, it makes him more desirable. Women desire the forbidden fruit. Women desire what they're not supposed to have. That's why you see so much women side piecing up in these marriages with these married men. Stop playing. Stop playing. That y'all gonna get it right one day. Women do not desire single men. They want a man who's single, but he's desirable by other women. And that's how it goes. If you're single and no woman wants you, she's gonna put every barrier up. Every barrier. Because she's gonna look for somebody who's the other women want. The Super Bowl. I wish there's some ladies come up here and prove me wrong. I want some ladies to come up here. Because I want to prove them wrong. I want them to prove me wrong. The men, I know you guys are delusional. A lot of men are delusional. I don't really want to hear that shit. But the women, I want to have a conversation with them. I want to have a conversation with them. You know why? Because I want y'all to see. I would like y'all to see how these women talk. Watch how they steamroll them. Easy work. Easy work. These women can't stand. They cannot stand a faithful nigga. they can't stand a loyal dude. He gets on their damn nerves. That's why they leave him. That's why the divorce rate is where it's at. It ain't all about it. Cheating, not even in the top thing anymore. right? They don't. They don't even want. They don't even want faithful men no more. Faithful men are boring, and they get them. They leave them. I'm out of here. You're boring. Like, dude, go have sex with somebody so I can get mad at you and call you a cheater and have an argument with you for 3 days, withhold smacks from you. Now think about all the negative shit you did to later on desire you so then I can be with you. That's how that shit goes. That's how it goes. You got to find a way to see. Women have to be entertained. Women like to be entertained. That's what women like. That's why they go after the guys, all the women, because they say he's a good entertainer. He gets it done. He gets the job done. Right? He gets the job done. Oh yeah. I know he's going to keep it excitement. Women like excitement things. And monogamous guys who are one guy every time he's trying to trap you down, trying to lock her down, love bomb her, she's going to break out of there and she's going to go chase the guy. She's going to go chase the guy who has all bitches. She's not going to go, now I would say when she turned 40 some years old, then she might go get that guy, the boring guy. So she can dog walking. So she can dog walking. That's what she want to do. She doesn't want to get the guy who's ready-made package. She doesn't want the guy who's easy peasy. No, the divorce rate would be 1%. The divorce rate would be 1%, 2%. These women are untamable. They want the guys with all the coochie. They want the guys who other women desire. It's just a fact. Prove me wrong. Prove me fucking wrong. They don't want no dumb, boring, gonna sit home, ask where you been. They want to chase. They want to chase. They want to chase. That's what women like to do. They like to chase. Men are hunters. No, women are hunters too. Women are hunters too. They will go after the guy they really want. And the most guys they go after are the men with all the options. This is what the women want. I'm gonna tell you who the women want. I'm gonna tell you who the women want.
Why the fuck you at that bitch house? Huh? Get your Chris. Why the fuck you at that bitch house? Why the fuck you at that bitch house? Huh?
See what I'm saying?
Chris. Why the fuck you at that bitch house? Why the fuck you at that bitch house? Huh? Get your Chris. Why the fuck you at that bitch house? Why the fuck you at that bitch house? Huh? Get your Chris. Why the fuck you at that bitch house? Why the fuck you at that bitch house?
That's what they want. That's exciting. That's what they want. They don't want the monogamous guy. No, the boring guy. They want the high. They want the adrenaline. They want the adrenaline pump. They don't want the guy. They don't want the guy who's going to be home when they get home every day. No, that guy, they're going to leave you. We're going to leave you. They're going to leave you. They're going to leave you for the guy of their dream. They don't want the guy who's going to be home every day. They don't want him. They want the dudes who's fucking all the bitches. So they could then chase him down, try to just break him down, and off to the next.
Chris, why the fuck you at that bitch house? Why the fuck you at that bitch house? Huh? Get your Chris, why the fuck you at that bitch house? Why the fuck you at that?
That's what they want. They want the niggas who got the bitches. That's what they want. And it's a reality. It's a sad reality, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You gotta embrace it. If you really want a girlfriend, a chance to have a relationship, you really want somebody that you want women to more desire you, go shopping, dress yourself up, befriend you some really attractive women, just become their friend, and hang out with them. Hey, you guys like to hang out? And go hang out with them and watch how women will walk you down. Watch how women will start, all of a sudden you begin smiles. Damn, just 2 days ago when nobody talking to me. Watch how they walk you down. Watch how they walk you down. Because women won't want guys who are 50-50. They don't. Because if they did, those are the guys they would chase. Women chase what they want. And there's an old saying, actions speak louder than words. Because you hear the women say, oh, I want a one man, I want a guy who's loyal, I want a guy this. But they actually do opposite. They're chasing the little Dirks. They're chasing Kodak Black. They're chasing football players, basketball players, baseball players, soccer players. And why do they want them? What do all these guys have in common? They're professional athletes or a profession of some sort, and they're highly desired by other women. You don't see women chasing lawyers, doctors. You don't see women chasing guys who are smart, like Comic-Con, nerds. You don't see nerds with a gang of women lining up to meet them. You don't see these smart motherfuckers got a gang of bitches. No. These guys don't have the pick of the litter. The guys who got the pick of the litter are what? Who? 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 The men with the options.
I have called you 5 fucking times. 5 times.
This is the shit that pisses me off. I don't want to hear you had your fucking ringer off because you already know how that situation goes if I call you and you don't fucking answer. That's the shit that pisses. I have called you 5 fucking times. 5 times. This is the shit that pisses me off. I don't want to hear you had your fucking ringer off because you already know how that situation goes if I call you and you don't fucking answer.
And that's what the women for their women are toxic junkies. And the date what's toxic to them is to take something that doesn't belong to them. What's up, my boy? What's up, E? M3? Women don't want monogamous dudes. They're attracted to the dudes who get all the women. Prove me wrong. That's why so many divorces, because women like, damn, this is boring. Nigga, you ain't gonna, if married men start going out and cheat more, their relationship be more exciting. Their marriages become more exciting. Now, it's going to end. It's going to end anyway. You being loyal to one woman, they're still leaving you because you're not exciting, nigga. You're boring. And most remember their relationships, who they secretly desire the most. Chris Brown. They would rather, listen, you can't even let your woman go to a Chris Brown concert or Usher concert no more. With or without you. Because if women would so believe in monogamy, these guys would have all these plethora of options. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. And once again, all the guys who get married, watch how miserable their life is. Women don't even respect their husbands. Because you're boring. You're conquered already.
I just opened my Twitter and saw you making out with like 4 different girls in there.
Okay, and what do I want now?
Who gives a fuck?
I don't even know their names.
Their nasty ass lips are now. That's disgusting. I want you to like listen to me and like compromise somehow because like that's really
Listen
gross.
to you. You think all of this came from listening to a woman?
It doesn't come from making out with girls.
It does actually. Every single thing that I've ever done to be successful has been my decision and my decision only. So it's got to remain that way. Okay, this lifestyle that you're living is because of my hard work. So don't try to interfere with it.
I just opened my Twitter and saw you making.
I have called you 5 fucking times. 5 times. This is the shit that pisses me off. I don't want to hear you had your fucking ringer off because you already know how that situation goes if I call you and you don't fucking answer. That's the shit that...
Yeah. That's what they like. That's what they want. And that relationship's going to go another 5-10 years. For 5-10 years. I'm gonna line off. Thank you for coming. Hit the like button. But yeah, don't let these women fool you to thinking that you're going to be the only one that you need to be ready and ready to be fully committed. Nigga, you're going to get dog walked. Because the dude over there with all the bitches, she going to want him more because he's more fun. He's more exciting. That's the name of the game. So stop falling for the okie doke. I'm out.